opinions on a podcast with Junior and Mase.
Welcome back, Opinions On,
Good evening.
a podcast.
With Junior.
Two sexy boys.
Not feeling too sexy these days, dude.
Two bearded dads.
Average fellas.
Average.
Yeah.
I'm a 4 at best.
I'm not going to go 4.
All right, you're 5.
Yeah, I'm going to go 7. No, I'm just kidding.
Mase is a 7. The man that smokes the meats.
Oh, yeah.
The man who utilizes, what is that thing again that tests humidity in logs?
Oh, yeah, I'm a moisture meter.
The man who
Always gotta make
smokes
sure.
meats. The man of moisture.
Yeah.
Metering.
Yep.
Mase
Let's go.
is with us.
Let's go.
Ladybugs are all over our equipment.
There's like one.
It's all over. Here, I'll show everybody.
You're in a garage, brother.
I know. So we were speaking before. We had a little bit of technical difficulties earlier. Nobody's going to know that, though.
Ironed it out.
We had totally ironed everything out. I was talking about chemical imbalances in someone's brain. I, at a young age, was all over the map. So a lot of times, like, couldn't sit still, was getting in trouble,
Right?
all that stuff. Especially in school, in home and stuff like that. So later in life, I went to college and I experimented like typical college Jeff
Yeah.
did. I found marijuana.
Oh, you waited that long?
I did. I tried it when I was 17 one time.
Gotcha.
We went out to a barn, around a bonfire. Everybody, one person grabbed a guitar.
Yeah.
They're passing it around. So I partook in it. But I like that first time,
Oh, the first time's horrible.
uber paranoid, man.
Well, you get super fucked up.
And I was like, the
Gotta
girl,
build some tolerance, man.
the girl that drove me there had like that, had like a Jetta, and the dashboard was all purple, like all the lights and
Nice.
stuff. Dude, I was
She knew what was up, huh?
out of my mind listening to Sublime.
Oh, yeah. It's the only thing you listen to when you're
I was out of my gourd. But later in life, I've felt that like now that marijuana has like benefits. So it has like
Yeah.
the focus, it has like the move,
Well, the thing is, it's always
The
had
sleep.
this. It's always had this.
right?
It's just now it's more mainstream,
Mainstream,
so you're okay with it,
right?
which is fine. That's good.
So even when I'm going to work, there's a dispensary on the way there, just
Right.
opened up.
Oh yeah,
So it's like all over the place, right? So I do take marijuana. Mm-hmm. I do edibles.
yeah.
You know
don't
what I mean?
smoke, right?
I don't usually smoke. I've tried like those
Pens?
vapes. What?
The pens.
Yeah,
Like the vape pens?
Yeah, those pens once in a while. I don't like them too much. But the edibles get me every time. I take a little on the golf course. I'll hit like a little focus gummy.
Yeah,
I won't eat the whole thing though, because I'll be way too
you
focused.
should eat the whole thing.
Really?
Build a tolerance, dude.
Really?
Just get fucked up one time.
There's times like I can't tell between the edibles and the liquid stuff.
Right.
So I had
Okay.
a boy one time. He gave me like that tar, that black stuff.
Oh yeah, resin.
Yeah, the resin, man, that kicks my ass.
Yeah.
Like you put like a little pea size.
Yeah.
Put that under your tongue.
I mean, I wouldn't do it that way, but
Well, how would you do it?
smoke it.
You would smoke it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just doing it wrong.
Smoke a lot of weed. Yeah.
Do you feel like marijuana use today for anxiety, all that stuff? Do you think like that's beneficial moving forward, or do you think that's something that's going to like hinder everything? Like,
No.
do you think we're monopolizing it?
No. I think it always had benefits, and I think it benefits certain people. The way I used to use it was just to have fun, so I always smoked way too much.
To feel a certain way.
Bongs, blunts, car rides, doing it, joints.
Wait, you said car ride?
Yeah, you go on a joint ride or a blunt ride.
Oh, you just
you know,
smoke it
drive
out.
around, bake the car out.
Smoke.
That's the kind of smoke like that we did, but at that time I had no responsibilities.
Right.
I had no kids, didn't have a wife, didn't have a house. They still live with my mom.
Right.
So like, what? Who cares?
Right.
I can get high all day and just drive around. Like it didn't affect anything in my life. as I got older and I had a nice career and I met my wife.
Still have.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's something that I just kind of gave up because I was just doing it and then going to sleep. And nobody was doing it with me. It was more of like what friend of mine can I meet up? What group can we sit in a circle with and smoke and laugh? And just like the laughing, dude. I used to laugh so hard, I couldn't breathe. I looked like a dinosaur, dude. My arms would like get all like it was crazy.
T-Rexing out.
So now, like I think, not that I misused it, because that's kind of how everybody used it when I was doing it.
Oh yeah.
Now it's like I understand, but I can't do it anymore. I don't like it anymore. It's not for me. It makes me tired. I know there's other stuff like fancy shit that could get me going, but I don't need that, so I just don't.
When's the last time you've ever
smoked?
Not smoked, just had marijuana.
Probably, man, a couple of years ago.
Was it the cookies?
No. After that, so we went to a camping trip. It's called Line Mountain, where they race like machines, like 4-wheelers, trucks, and all that kind of stuff. And we were drinking all day, and it was me, my brother-in-law, buddy Steve, and brother-in-law brought the camper to Line Mountain, so we were hanging out there. I probably drank from like 10 a.m. till, I don't know, it was like 2 a.m.
Damn!
And I'm looking over, and I see a group like smoking. I'm like, yeah, let me get some of that.
I'm partaking in this.
So I smoked, and it made me feel terrible because I was already drinking. I can't mix it too. It makes me sick. So I went and laid down. I'm like, nah, I don't have it anymore.
Party.
Can't do it anymore.
The party ender.
Yeah, so that's pretty much what it is for me now. I'm not a huge fan anymore.
We had when I was in college, we had our own house. Right. And in the attic, we had this amazing attic. So it was like as big as this garage, but in the top of it was this biggest American flag you could possibly imagine. So that was our roof, the American flag.
Right.
And we'd go up there and we would blaze.
Yeah.
And I would come down and we had those flavor ice pops. And dude, I could probably go through 100 of them.
Ooh.
I would wake up in the morning and like your taste buds, you know how they pucker?
Oh yeah.
Sometimes like they were all puckered.
And way too many fruity pops.
It was like all blue. It was straight up blue. I do think though, like the anxieties now and that we have like throughout the,
yeah,
everybody has a service dog now in college. You know what I mean? Like, marijuana is so prevalent because it helps kind of quell that anxiety. Whereas people aren't on like medications. In my mind, again, this is just Junior talking out loud. Like in my mind, I think marijuana is a good thing if it's used appropriately.
I think it's becoming that.
I do too.
So it used to just be, if you're smoking weed, you're smoking weed with somebody, and you guys are getting fucked up and
social.
Now it's more of like, you know what? This helps me go to bed, or this helps my appetite, or something. Whatever, dude. Dude, if that what fixes you, more power to you.
I do think though,
I'm
like,
okay with it.
You know how people say like when you drink alone, you're considered like maybe if you're having like over 7 a week, you're an alcoholic. What is it?
Over 7, huh? Damn.
Every day, like that's your go-to mechanism, right?
Yeah.
But like, what is it considered when you pop a gummy or you get high every day?
It should be the same, really.
Like a pothead?
I would think so, yeah.
No.
Does
it have a negative connotation to it?
If you're using it to have fun, yes.
All right. Or if it hinders the rest of your life, like your career, your family, stuff like that,
well,
then it's
legal
considered
now,
a problem.
So it can't.
Right. Well, I'm out. I'm out of marijuana.
Well, you're not going to do it anymore?
No, we're going away at the end of the month. We're going to Colorado. So I'm going to pick up my next...
Your next load?
My next load.
Yeah. Well, you're going from a place that's legal to another place that's legal, so whatever.
Well, yeah, I hope so. But I live somewhere else, so it's kind of like...
Oh, now I forgot about that.
Yeah, dude.
Just keep it in the garage. I don't care.
I'll keep it in here somewhere.
Just put it up so the kids can't get to it.
Well, my thing is, so like,
gummies.
I thought about the same thing because my youngest talks about it.
Really?
Yeah, because, I mean, like you walk into, say you go into the convenience store. You walk to the cash register. What do you see?
Gummies.
You see
CBD,
everything.
Whatever, yeah.
Vape pens. They have all the flavors.
Yeah.
So like the Hubba Bubba flavors, the whatever you want.
Oh, yeah.
Like all that kind of stuff. So my kids are like, especially my youngest, she's always like, hey, I see everybody else doing this. Why
Yeah.
can't I try it?
Yeah.
I'm like, these are adults. That's for adults. I do the same thing with energy drinks because I will pick up an energy drink here or there.
Yeah.
And I do the same thing. 18 or older. You know what I mean?
18, huh?
That's what I tell her.
So if you caught them at like 16 doing it,
I'd be okay with it.
yeah.
Just
Would
like
you let them
coffee.
continue?
Just like coffee.
Would you let 'em
Depends on how
continue?
much caffeine is in it.
No, I'm not talking about energy drinks.
Oh, marijuana?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm fine with
Would
it.
you let them continue?
Yes. Depends with who. And depends how often. If it was like here and there thing,
It's hard for me.
I'd be okay.
It would be hard for me because how much we used to smoke and
I
like
know.
get fucked up.
But you
So-
learn from it.
Yeah, which is why I'd be like, I don't know if you guys should be doing this. It would be like such a. I don't know. I'm not strict about that. Nice.
It was
That
funny.
was not a joke, fellas.
It was funny because my mom was just talking to me
Yeah.
about how fast the kids are growing up.
Yeah.
And she always brings up the fact like, hey, listen, in 8 years, your oldest is going to be out of the house.
Right.
And I'm like, in my mind, I'm
crazy.
I'm scared, right? So like, I'm scared. She hasn't experienced anything in my eyes. Like she has not. Like when she goes out by herself, the whole world's gonna open up to her.
Hold up.
Uh-oh.
She's got to go to
Uh-oh.
high school yet. So that 8 years, a lot of shit is going to happen in those 8 years. So you're worried now. It's like 3 years from now, she's going to be a teenager.
Right.
How much shit happens when you're a teenager? As soon as
yeah.
you turn it to be a teenager, your whole world changes. Your friends change. Your body changes. Your attitude changes. Mm-hmm. So
Going through it right now.
it's scary thinking about like, you haven't experienced anything. You're out of here in 8 years, but in that 8 years, you compress like the whole world.
Right.
You know,
Well, and two,
Not the
Ace,
whole
you
world,
you
but-
gotta think about it. Like our kids grow up in a certain area.
yeah,
This certain area is very. They don't have the Philly people like the fentanyl row.
Right.
They don't have that stuff.
well,
You know what I mean? They have an experience by themselves without dad or mom being around.
yeah,
You know, that's what like in the back of my head, like my mom says that and I'm like, I don't really think about it every day.
yeah,
But every time like she brings it up, I'm like, you know, the whole world is crashing down. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, my oldest? What if she moves to LA? I've never been to California.
right,
What's out there?
Yeah.
Who's out there?
right.
You know what I mean? So like in the back of my head, I'm like, oh my God, marijuana use? I'll let her try it because again, what happens when they are out there, right?
Yeah,
And they are using and they get, you know, your senses get a little dulled. Your decision making gets a little more
yeah.
questionable, let's say.
Well, what happened to you?
For marijuana or
first of all-
drinking?
First of all, I tell you right now, your parents didn't know you were smoking.
No, God, no.
And what happened to you that night?
I came home,
And
went to bed.
exactly. So my point is,
Right?
I think the first time I smoked weed was 13
Oh,
or 14.
wow, okay.
Because I hung out with my brother and his friends.
Oh,
They were a
he's
couple
older.
years
He's
than me.
older, yeah.
So it's not that I was a guinea pig, but I was like, no,
Uh-oh.
I want to be cool too.
I want to fit in.
And I got completely destroyed. And that night I stayed at my grandparents' house. And we actually snuck out that night, went across the street, did it, came back. And my brother helped me up to the room. He's like, yo, you good? I'm like, no, I'm not. He gave me a glass of water. He's like, just go to sleep.
Right.
I went to sleep too. I woke up and I was fine. So, like, yes, you want to experience it with your kids so they know when they go out, like, okay, this is what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. But you were okay. I was okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's like 90% of the time, they're going to be fine.
Right.
If they experience it on their own.
I hope so.
And I'm okay with them experiencing it on their own. I
Right.
think it's good. Like, I think it's a good learning curve to see how they handle it. Like,
Tolerance, man.
obviously, you don't
Like
want
you
anything to
said.
happen to them. I'm not saying that, but
I get worried. Here's my thing. Because again, like it's who you surround yourself with. Mm-hmm. Right?
oh, yeah.
So it's like those people that you hope have your back at all times. Like, dude, when we used to go out, when in my 20s, like we were reckless.
Mm-hmm.
And like my core group of guys that went out, we had each other's backs until
You didn't?
Until like there was a girl introduced or something happened, like, and then all of a sudden, like,
you got a girlfriend?
Yeah, you go your separate ways, and it's
Yeah.
like you go out to the bar, you're coming back not in the same group, you're coming back in like waves, right?
Oh, yeah.
So like that last wave of people that roll in, you're like, what happened to you, man?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, where'd you go?
Dude. And there was one time, like, I came back from college. I was staying at my parents' house, and my mom walked up into the attic and found 6 pot plants.
Ooh.
6 foot, 6 pot plants.
Really?
Growing up there. My mom came down. I was passed out, man. It must have been 11 o'clock. I was sleeping in at that time.
Yeah.
I didn't have anxiety. She slapped me across the face.
Yeah?
Woke me right up. She was like, "What is upstairs?" And I'm like, "What?" It wasn't me.
Oh, nice.
This woman, again, she broke all the plants, put them in the garbage.
Damn.
Marijuana leaves sticking out of the garbage can, dude.
Come on, bro.
Like right in the front.
Get rid of
the entire time.
Get rid of the product.
I never like partook in that, but like again, it was like assumed I was the person doing that because she knew, like, you know, I'm the oldest.
Yeah.
He's definitely up to something.
Well, back then too, it was like that was not good. Like you used to get jail time.
We're
for that.
talking 2002.
Yeah, jail time
2002, bro.
for sure.
Like she was pissed.
Yeah,
Pissed. So like back then, marijuana was way different.
yeah.
Like way different.
Oh, yeah.
Like I don't remember my parents ever smoking it. Never ever.
I know they did.
Oh, they're 70s kids.
I mean, my father for sure. Yeah. I know my mom did too, but it's like, you know, she started
never
raising
saw
us
it, though.
by herself, so she's like, no, I have to.
You never saw it. So
Keep straight.
my kids growing up, it's like not in their face, but they know of it.
Yeah,
right.
it's around now.
Back then, I had no clue what marijuana did or what it was.
Yeah.
Like now, the Aaron Rodgers thing going on those Asawaga
Yeah, that's wild.
trips.
That's wild.
My brother's all into it.
Okay.
He wants to set up a little excursion.
Well, microdosing is a very popular thing now.
He's into that
So
too.
it's out there, man. It's in your face.
I
You're
mean,
no
like,
longer eating like a mushroom that tastes like cow shit, and then you can't do anything for like 8 hours. That's not how it is anymore. Like
Yeah.
they figured out ways to make it better.
Right.
And I feel like the marijuana, just from what people tell me,
Yeah.
is better. Like there's no more like if you see somebody's bud, you're not picking out seeds and stems anymore.
I
There's,
know.
there's none of that in there.
Right.
It's just like everything's so like pure. So it seems when you purchase it off the shelf.
Oh yeah.
And it does different things to you. So they say, like, back then we just be like, who can I buy weed off of? I
Yep.
don't care what it looks like. Oh, this has so many seeds. I don't care.
Yeah.
We're all going to smoke this and get fucked up
Exactly.
and laugh.
Exactly.
Like, that was the only point of it. Like, it was the only point.
We were going to a John Mayer concert one time. I'll say this out loud.
Yeah.
And we were about to blaze in the car, and we got pulled over. So we had two coolers full of alcohol,
Nice.
and we had the bud.
Right.
My buddy threw in a big old fat chew of chewing tobacco.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, but he threw the pot in there too.
Oh.
He threw it all in there. So when the cops pulled us out, they asked for people's IDs,
Oh,
blah blah
that
blah.
was smart.
Dude took out his wad and threw it in the woods.
Oh,
Took out the whole wad and threw it in the
Yeah.
woods, and we didn't get busted.
that's smart.
It was so clutch by him. But I was like thinking in the back of my head, I'm like, I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
This is where I go to jail.
Yeah, that's,
because of marijuana.
dude.
They didn't even do anything with the alcohol.
Yeah. Didn't
That
care
were in the
about
coolers.
that.
They had
Just searching for
They
food.
saw us trying to.
Yeah.
They saw the lighter and they were like, ding, 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 ding,
Lighting
ding.
it up,
They
man.
lit it up immediately, bro. I didn't even know they were behind me.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
So I got a funny one for you.
I'm ready.
Yeah, this is. Some people in my life might not like this story.
No, it's okay.
So I'm not going to name names, but I had a friend
Gotcha.
who used to sell a lot. This is going back. We're going back 14 years,
Okay.
15 years, and this is around the time that I used to smoke a lot, and all my friends did.
Right.
And this person was very close to me, and it was just an easy route basically, like, I would go there and it would just be like free weed all the time.
Hey.
So we would always be smoking, and he just had a killer pad because that's what all he did. He didn't work.
Right.
He just sold weed.
Yeah.
And I'm talking a lot. And dude, it was like video games, pizza, quates, like just stuff all day, just fun. All day.
Best.
The best house to go to. Sometimes you would be there, somebody would walk in, you're like, whoa, who is that?
Who is this sketchy
they look
character?
Dangerous. They look very dangerous. I've seen a lot. And one night I was there, it was just me and him.
Yeah.
And we were out in the garage and he had a bong. And we had probably smoked. I got out of work. I was working at a pet store. And
Goddamn right you were.
Yeah, I'm telling you, we're going back here. And we smoked probably from, I don't know, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And now this is around like 11. And it was just like all day. All day. I was like so roasted that I'm like, I can't even go home. So he's like, you just crash on the couch. Let's go in. We'll play Borderlands.
Oh yeah.
So I was
the original.
OG.
So
just me and him. He had a little hot dog, like the wiener dog.
Oh yeah.
And this is a whole guy that like lived with him, but he was like in his room sleeping. Right. So we were out in the living room. We're playing this game. This is a wild story, bro. So
you were Mordecai.
I'm fucking roasted playing this game, and the door knocks. Somebody knocks on the door. It's late, being what this guy does.
Yeah,
you know, it's not like an abnormal thing.
It's assumed.
So I'm just focused playing Borderlands.
You're level 46.
He gets up, he goes to the door, opens it, and all you hear is, "Police, we got a search warrant."
No way.
And I'm like, like I thought somebody was messing, fucking around, And I'm like, so I keep playing the game. Next thing I know, the door flies open and he gets slammed. I mean, absolutely slammed.
By the cops?
Yeah, on the ground, tackled him. And I go, holy shit. So they look over at me and I had a controller in my hand, right? And I'm like, it's not a weapon. They throw me on the ground and they put handcuffs on me. And I'm like, this isn't even my house. Like,
right.
I don't live here. I'm just playing video games, dude. I'm so stoned. I'm like, just playing video games. They had guns out and everything. It was a raid.
Right.
It was like a literal raid.
Yeah. They seen the activity.
They're trying to get the dog. I'm on the floor, so the dog runs under the couch. And they're trying to get this wiener dog. And it's barking like crazy. And they're like, somebody shut that dog up. And I'm like, yo, dude, it's like a dachshund, man. It's not it's not going to hurt you.
Not going to attack you.
It bit the lady cop that tried to pull it out. Yeah, this wiener dog like attacked. I'm like, this is so fucking crazy. I go outside, and my phone had fallen out of my pocket.
Well, you were escorted outside.
Oh, yeah, I was in handcuffs.
Yeah,
dude.
you were.
And I'm like, again, I explained, and they're like, we know, we just have to secure the place. Like, you're going to be fine.
Were you crying?
No, not at all.
Good.
I was scared because I'm like, fuck, dude, I don't want to get like a felony or something.
Yeah, scared and stoned.
Yeah. So, instantly that was gone, by the way. As soon as I got hit on the floor,
fast, man.
sobered right up. And I go outside and I'm still on this side and I'm talking to this police officer that I knew, of course, because it was in the town that I lived in.
Oh, no.
And he's like, I know why you're here because of who the person was. I was
right.
like, yeah. He's like, you any part of this? I go, absolutely not. I said, honestly, I come here to smoke sometimes and I played video games.
Right.
I was like, but I'm cool, man. He's like, all right, we're going to let you go. We just got to clear it out. So this person that I know had a panic attack and is on a stretcher.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
So I'm like, oh no, like what happens now? They go into the garage. He had just unloaded that day. Everything was gone except for like a scale and some baggies and stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, wow, that's all they got? I'm like, this is crazy. My buddy was calling me. My phone had fallen out on the couch.
No.
He was going to come over. Okay. This place is lights on, cops everywhere. This fucking guy pulls in the driveway.
No way.
I'm like, what are you doing? Drive down the road. Don't pull in here. Would you see what's going on?
Oh my God.
So they tell him to get out. And they're like, you got to leave. So they got out, patted him all out. Like,
yeah.
Why are you here? He's like, I'm here for my buddy. Like he was here for me. And he left. And then shortly after that, they're like, all right, man, you're good.
They released
get out of here. Yeah, they just My company, like, I'm like, can I go home? They're like, yeah, you're fine. You're not.
Oh,
They knew I wasn't a part of this.
Right.
They were only after him. Or
right.
I'm like, dude, I'm just a roasted guy playing video games on the couch, bro.
I'm his friend.
Yeah, and I see the old
him.
guy comes out. He's like, the fuck's going on over here? I was like, this is crazy.
Was he a roommate or related?
Related.
I was going to say, is this like grandma's boy?
But he was like sleeping. I had no idea what was going on, dude. Yeah, that was wild, man.
Wait, so what happened to your buddy?
So they just said, you know, go, like, why are you here? And he explained.
No, the guy on the stretcher.
Oh, I think he did some time.
Oh.
Yeah, but he had like a prior something.
He had a prior charge.
And I think what it was he had a pellet gun in his house. And because he had a prior charge, you can't have a projectile.
Oh,
so
my
they
God.
like nailed him to the cross for that.
What happened to his dog?
His dog's fine. Yeah, absolutely fine. That was crazy. I'm like, dude, don't hurt the like.
So you'll never
You
play.
see videos sometimes. Like,
I do.
Dude, it's a wiener dog,
I
bro.
do.
And I'll tell you what, though, that dog was not giving it up. He's like, I'm not coming out. I was like, this is
Bit the cop.
crazy, dude.
Oh my God.
Well, and I'm so like at that time, like I didn't even go to the gym yet, so I'm just like this 120-pound guy, dude, just getting whipped on the ground. I'm like, what the fuck? The knee on my back felt like it went through my spine.
Oh my God.
And I look back and I see cold steel, and I'm like, this is no, this is not happening.
I was just enjoying Borderlands.
You see the TV. I'm like level 65 right now.
Asshole.
No idea what I'm doing here.
So
Clearly, this is a controller.
right. You're never going to play Borderlands again.
No, I did. I played. Pretty good, actually. But that was kind of around the time I was like, this is, I started smoking weed in like a different style.
I would
different
too.
style, yeah.
I would too.
And I just kind of like, I was like, you know what, I don't want my life to be this.
Right.
So I got out of
So
that.
you kind of like segregated from.
Yeah, and I was never, again, I was like, none of us, like all my friends were never involved.
Right.
We were just there to have like a good time.
my-
Like, dude, this is great. Like, this is awesome. It's like a party. And then boom, just like that.
Dude.
Knock, knock, knock. I'm like, God.
Little town. Hello, we're here.
Yeah. And when
Guns
you
drawn.
know what the most crazy part is? When you look outside, like when I went outside, there was like maybe 3 police cars that you can identify.
The rest were unmarked.
Dude, there was Jettas, Civics,
Right. They all
regular
rolled up
cars, people with the ski mask things
Oh,
on.
yeah.
So you didn't know who, like, I had no idea who any of these. I'm like, this is crazy, dude. I know everybody that is a police officer in this town, and I
Right.
don't know you. Like, what is
But
happening?
you recognized one. That's all you need to do.
Sure did.
Recognize that one
Oh,
guy.
I felt so bad too. I'm like, I'm so sorry, dude. He's like, he's like, you didn't do anything. I'm like, I know, but like, this is not the position I want to be in.
No, at all.
Yeah.
Especially after an 8-hour bender.
Yeah.
Yeah. 8 hours and you're like, I'm on the floor.
So I met up with my buddy afterwards.
What happens next?
And we took a ride. And he starts playing Lil Wayne. And and I'm riding till I die. He said, you ain't riding till you die.
Did you start crying then?
And I'm like, how cool do you feel right now? He's like, honestly?
Honestly.
I'm like, don't answer that question.
don't.
Let's go to bed.
It's time for you to drop me off at home.
But yeah, that was a long time ago.
I mean, like, well, and nowadays, do you think that's going to happen? Because there's so many dispensaries
No. Well, that's the
illegally
thing. It's
selling
like,
marijuana. Like, it's,
so your kids aren't going to experience stuff like that. That's no longer. That's not going to happen anymore.
well, this is where my junior brain kicks in. A lot of times those people like, all right, so there's so many dispensaries out there. They're going to put different stuff in their little concoction of marijuana.
Yeah.
That's what I worry about.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've seen plenty out there. Like I said, I went to college and I saw a lot of like, you know, when they're serving those little silo cups, they're like, bloop, 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 bloop,
Oh,
bloop,
yeah.
bloop, bloop,
Dropping stuff in
and
there.
you're like, what the fuck?
That's
are
why
they
I would
doing?
probably, like, it's nicer now that you have the dispensaries. Because if you catch them,
Right.
you can say, this is a safe place to go.
Right.
I've been there.
Yep.
This is where I partake in
Exactly.
my anxiety medication. Or whatever you want to call it.
I know.
But this is where it's safe. And this
Right.
is where you can go. I feel like we had Dare.
Oh, yes.
Didn't do much for some people.
5th grade.
Still tried stuff.
Right.
But like, where is that now? Is that still a thing?
It's got to be.
It probably is.
It's got to be.
Yeah, I would think so.
Drugs, like
nobody's talking about it though. I don't
No.
like it should be. It used to be on TV.
Well,
everybody had a bumper sticker.
every Saturday morning cartoons, man.
Yeah,
there was like all those like not infomercials, but like
some of those are dumb though.
Talking to kids and being like, you know what, stay safe out there. Don't get in people's vans. Don't take candy from strangers.
Or you'd see those commercials where it's like James smoked weed, and then you see him like drive a helicopter into a building. You're like, dude, what? No, I don't think you do that.
What the famous one? It's where they hit the eggs.
Yeah.
Here's your brain.
Yeah.
Here's your brain on drugs.
On marijuana.
On marijuana.
Which is like, what?
Little do you know, like there was cocaine all over the place. And
yeah, sprayed with wasp killer.
Like, oh, yeah. Wait, what was that? That's called like when they dip it in kerosene.
I forget what it's called, but it's not good.
Yeah.
Well, then people got into that craze too, where they were doing like huffing? No, it was like that synthetic marijuana stuff. Like
or bath salts.
K2.
K2. Yeah, that's still a thing.
It is. That's
still a thing. That eats people's faces.
Yeah, it does a lot of. Dude, it fucked one of my buddies up, man. He did it, and like he used to be the coolest guy, and just kind of snapped.
Really?
He's gotten his life back now, but man, that was like a couple years rough patch for him.
Damn. There was a kid on that we went to college with, and he was a quarterback, and he was popping acid.
Ooh.
And his brain was Swiss cheese at the time, and he had like one of those like it's not like a trip, but like he went into like this. He just freaked out, this manic episode right on the field, and he was done after that. You didn't see him ever again. Yeah. He was out of school. Like, he was off the team. Like, it was nuts.
Don't go crazy, guys.
Yeah. Like, marijuana is not that bad. You might get paranoid here and there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that stuff that's something that I hope my kids don't have to. I mean, like, I hope my kids have, like, the sensibility. Here's what my dad did. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to pump myself up.
Dude,
to be like I'm not a bad dad.
Let them experience it and just be there.
Well, speaking about football, because
don't tap out, bro.
I'm tapping out.
Don't tap out.
I know. I'm going
just be there.
Going to Colorado.
And let them experience it themselves and walk them through it, man.
I'm going to Colorado, so I'm going to pick up my next shipment. Speaking about football, I wanted to talk about the draft since we didn't talk about it.
Oh, let's go.
I'm a Jets fan. You're a Giants fan. I wanted to hear some of your like top sleeper picks that you felt were in the draft. I will give you a little rundown of like kind of what the picks were. That it's ESPN. They say is like the top like best picks for the position.
Well, I think the Bears probably have the best, obviously, because they got Caleb Williams, then they got Rome.
So that's like the Rome is the number one wide receiver for the Chicago Bears. He was picked 9th.
Sleeper, number one sleeper, you mean?
Not sleeper, but like one of the best.
It's hard to be a sleeper when you're like the best third receiver in the draft.
And two, the Bears slaughtered the draft.
Oh yeah,
they did so good.
Yeah.
So Caleb Williams number 2, Marvin Harrison Jr. at number 3.
Of course.
Cardinals picked him at 4th.
Right.
Which is huge. He also, did you hear like that whole deal that he has going on right now?
No.
So he didn't sign that with Fanatics.
Okay.
So like the jerseys and stuff like that, like all his branding. So he didn't sign that deal.
Really?
So I don't know what they're waiting on. So that's something that like, I don't know if that's going to affect him or what the deal is.
Yeah, probably not. He'll figure it out. He'll be on the field.
This 4th pick though, this 4th one, Xavier Worthy.
Do you agree with
Kansas City Chiefs, wide receiver at the 28th pick.
Yeah, he's nasty.
The first round.
He is nasty.
He's the fastest dude in the draft at a 4.2.
And who'd they just lose?
Who?
Tyreek Hill. They got to replace him.
I mean, they lost him a while ago.
Yeah, he's been gone for 2 years. And that was their speedster. So
think about this, though. They won the championship last year.
Yeah. Yep.
So they just added another weapon to it. Number 5, Jaden Daniels, quarterback for the Commanders.
I love him, yeah.
Well, he was picked 2nd. I don't know. Again,
they needed that so bad. They need a good quarterback.
Were they fluffing it up before the draft? Remember, they had the whole like Top Golf They brought in like 13
total fluff. Yeah.
13 people in, and Jaden was like, his agent tweeted something, and
no, that was a good solid. I like that.
Zach Frazier, number 6 for the Pittsburgh Steelers, center.
Yep. Gonna need it.
2nd round pick.
Gotta protect Wilson, man.
Could be Wilson, could be Fields.
Nah.
Wilson. They got Fields
Wilson
there too.
Will start. Come on, Wilson can start.
They got another quarterback there too. I forget his name. Number 7, Mitchell, wide receiver for the Colts. No clue who he is.
Me neither.
Cooper DeJean, baby. Philadelphia Eagles.
They need that.
Cornerback. I know, like Pat
Surprised I didn't go offensive line.
Who, for the Eagles?
Yeah. What's his name? Just retired.
Oh, Kelsey.
Yeah.
My wife's boyfriend. She likes him.
He's good.
She likes his album too, his Christmas album. Dallas Turner, edge rusher for the Minnesota Vikings at 9.
Yeah.
You know, you're not into that?
Nah. There wasn't too many good defensive players this year.
Arnold, he's a good pick.
Good cornerbacks. I shouldn't say defensive player. I should say there was good cornerbacks. I don't like line wise. Not as good as years past.
Detroit Lions picked Arnold up at 24 in the first round. I know they lost a couple decent cornerbacks.
Final overall ranking 8. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that either. Here's your boy, Neighbors.
Oh, yeah.
Giants picked him up at 6.
I didn't think he was going to be there. I thought he was going to slip in front of us.
He was the number 4 player in the draft.
I thought we were going to end up with Rome. Because I knew we weren't going to go quarterback. So.
And who's going to throw to him? Drew Lock or Daniel Jones? Are you serious?
Yeah. You think Drew Lock can beat out Daniel Jones?
No.
No? Come on, bro.
The boy was in Seattle. Bro. He was looking good.
How much money they paid him? You think they're going to let somebody play in front of him? I know. If he gets hurt, we can.
So what happens what happens if he doesn't like progress this year?
Then they're going to look for somebody else in the draft next year. Because then that contract's gone. Drew Lock is not the answer. Come on. Get out of here.
You get so feisty over the Giants.
Yeah, but they never gave Jones these kind of weapons, so let him use them.
But Neighbors is just one dude. Who's blocking for Jones?
Yeah, but now you got Jalen Hyatt. You got Wan'Dale Robinson. Still got Slayton.
And then we got Quinnen Mitchell. Eagles.
Another cornerback for them?
Cornerback. They're just loading up.
Oh, yeah.
Joe Alt, he was my favorite.
Yeah, I like him.
I wanted the Jets to get him, but...
We couldn't take him, though.
Why?
Because we got Andrew Thomas. They played the same position.
He's Andrew Thomas is decent.
Andrew Thomas is like one of the best tackles out there.
Ever.
Yeah, he's been like number 1.
Was he a left tackle?
Yeah. He's been like number 1 for like the last 2 years.
Oh, the Detroit Lions took a cornerback. Another one. Pick number 2. He's 15. Peyton Wilson, linebacker. Yeah, these are all the duds. I don't like these.
Yeah.
I'm going to this is the one I was like, holy shit.
Really?
Vikings taking JJ McCarthy.
Why, you think he's going to be good?
I think so. I don't know, in the Vikings scheme, I don't know. But I think he's a decent player. You don't like him?
No.
All right. So we did this last year.
Jones Junior.
We did this last year, right? So we had a little draft special, and Mase ended up saying that Anthony Richardson was going to be a decent quarterback.
Yeah.
I thought so, too. I just didn't say it out loud.
What happened?
He got hurt.
All right.
He's coming back as a beast. He's coming back as a beast.
You don't know.
He's coming back as a beast. He saw his Michael Pittman throwing to him. You know what I mean?
No, Pittman left, didn't he?
No, he's still there. He's still there. I like Pittman. He's going to be my fantasy team again. What do you think Drake May is going to do?
Nothing. I think he's going to be a Mac Jones.
I don't know. I like Drake May.
I don't.
He reminds me a lot like the kid from Buffalo.
Kid from Buffalo?
Yeah, Josh Allen.
What?
Big, strong arm.
He looks short.
No, he's a big dude.
Is he?
Yeah, Drake May's a big dude.
We're talking about the same guy.
I swear to God.
Right,
I'm going to pull up his stats. But the Jets at 21, offensive tackle.
I like it. Got to protect Rodgers, man.
You do. That's his forte right there. The pass blocking. Unfortunately, he struggles in the run.
Yeah. My two favorite quarterbacks, by the way, in this was Jaden Daniels and the Falcons took him.
Penix Junior.
Oh, I love Penix.
Poor Kirk Cousins.
Why? He got paid all that money.
I love Kirk Cousins. Ever since
he just got paid again. Who cares?
I don't care. I want success in the NFL.
Dude,
for Kirk.
Listen, let the kid work behind Kirk Cousins for a while. They don't have to throw him in.
Hopefully,
and he's coming off an injury.
Hopefully, Kirk Cousins can.
I think that was smart.
I don't know.
I think it was smart.
I mean, they did. They didn't pass on. Who'd they pass on before? Dude is 6'4".
Who? Drake May?
Drake May is 6'4", dude.
It's like pretty short.
Drake May is 6'4", 230 pounds.
Damn.
He's 14 games played, 66% completion rate, over 4,000 yards passing.
How many games played?
14.
He's only played 14 games?
No, in 2022.
Oh.
Yeah. 14 games he played, 66% completion rate, over 4,000 yards passing, 38 touchdowns, 7 interceptions.
Wow.
And he averaged almost 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, it's college though. Got to translate.
And Drake May was your boy's school, wasn't he? Come on.
What, Duke?
No.
Daniel Jones
his
from
rival.
Duke.
Who's his rival?
Oh, Manning?
UNC, baby.
Yeah.
He's a UNC player. Tar Heel. All right, I'm going to go down the list because you're fading on me, aren't you?
No, I don't know. I wasn't
listen,
that excited about this draft.
You weren't? Brock Bowers, Raiders need him.
I'm excited about the top 10 picks, and then after that, I don't give a shit.
Oh, Brock Bowers was at 13. I thought the Jets.
Yeah, that was nice.
I thought the Jets were going to take him. Coleman.
Nice.
Or Keon Coleman, I'm sorry, Buffalo Bills. Brian Thomas Jr., blah, blah, blah. Nate Wiggins. Cooper. I don't see anybody that's catching my eye.
How about Bo Nix going to Denver?
Oh, God, Denver.
Let's.
I don't like Denver.
I think that's going to be cool, though. Bo Nix in Denver?
I don't know.
Why?
Bo Nix is from Oregon, right?
Yeah, I like it.
We'll see if that
They
works
got him
out.
pick 50, so who cares?
I mean, the draft, you're right. The draft wasn't anything special.
They needed a quarterback, too.
You're right. Mr. Relevant, the Jets took a cornerback. So
Nice.
That's all I remember.
There you go.
I don't see anybody else. Anybody else catch your eye?
No, not really.
Brownlee
No,
Jr.
That Theo Johnson, actually, the Giants tight end pick, solid.
in 4th.
Yeah, he's good. That was a steal.
Spencer Rattler to New Orleans.
Mm-hmm. I like
quarterback.
that too. I like him too. Rattler.
How about Kool-Aid?
He looks like he'll be fun. Kool-Aid. Solid.
Solid pick for the New Orleans State.
We needed a new safety. I like Tyler. I liked our picks, actually. I thought Giants drafted well.
I don't know. I usually fall off during the 4th round.
That's about as far as I'll stick around.
And here's the Jets draft. They traded up for this kid.
They traded up? Yeah, this is what I wait for. I wait for a trade up.
Yeah, they traded up.
Okay.
I mean...
Are you excited about him?
I don't know.
Yeah, watch his highlights.
It's tough. It's tough at this time because they'll show highlights of Aaron Rodgers throwing...
Yeah.
to a guy in a backwards hat.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, yo, he just dropped a dime.
You're like, did he?
I was like, well, I remember the 4th play of last season when he tore his Achilles.
He dropped his leg.
He dropped his entire foot.
Also, too, it's like, this is practice. It's like he dropped a dime to a guy running with nobody chasing him.
We're talking about practice right now. Not even practice, man. It's like, practice, I forget what they call it now. It's not even OTAs. It's like phase 2. No, it's like voluntary training association phase 2 or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
Like football's just getting absurd. I can't wait if they add another game and get rid of the preseason. That'd be dope.
Let's go, man. I'm all about early football.
This is what I'm talking about.
Ooh.
Jordan motherfucking Travis from FSU.
Yeah.
To the Jets.
Groom him, baby.
Quarterback.
Groom him.
He did get hurt. Remember, Florida State was undefeated before the championship game, and then Jordan Travis got hurt.
Yep.
He dropped to the 5th round. Come on.
It's kind of a steal, man. And you got Rodgers there, so you have a really good... I'm all about that groom him. Please groom him. Stop throwing these fucking guys in right away.
Well, what's going to happen in Penix?
He's going to get thrown. He's going to groom behind Kirk Cousins.
I will say.
Kirk Cousins, first of all, they're definitely going to play him.
Right.
He's injury prone, so they have a good well, we don't know if he's good, but they have a solid quarterback.
It's going to suck if he goes 4 games in, gets hurt or something happens and
Cousins?
Penix has to go in there.
Yeah, that's going to suck. Ideal situation is Kirk plays a year out. Penix just sits. Just sit. Watch him. Learn from him.
Sit him.
Year 2, play him. Kirk Cousins not going to hold up.
Isn't he like
His
4
body's
years?
not going to hold up.
Isn't it 4-year contract though?
Yeah, and the problem I think too with Penix is he's older.
He is, yeah.
He's like 24.
But he also is coming off like whatchamacallit? Couple knee surgeries. Says he's healthy.
Yeah, but think of it this way. If he sits behind Cousins for 4 years, 28. You know what I mean?
28?
For 4 years. He's 24 right now. If he sits
He's
for
24.
4 years.
28 years old?
While Cousins plays out, he'll be 28 to
Damn.
start. That's going to ruin him. But
Oh, I hope he gets thrown into a
it's
good
almost
situation.
like you just throw him in now.
I know.
Fuck it. Let him go. Pay Kirk the money. Go home, Kirk. We all want to see Penix.
You don't like Kirk Cousins.
I do like him.
That's what it sounds like. How do you feel about Saquon Barkley?
Yeah. Good for
Dude,
you.
Mase never changes with Saquon.
I want to see Saquon run behind a good line. So I'm kind of excited to watch
Are
that.
you?
Yeah. I want to see him
Nice.
run, spread your wings.
Spread your wings and
Spread your
fly, even if it's for the Eagles.
Yeah, he'll make a couple games and he's gonna jump and do some crazy move and break his leg.
Jesus,
It's the same.
Mase.
But it's the same story.
Oh my god!
Every year they're doing the same with the Eagles now too. Where let's all watch Saquon squat.
Yeah,
And it's like, dude, look how
7,000 pounds.
everybody look how strong his legs are, and then he cuts and you're like, dude, what the man? You squatted 800 pounds. All you did was run and it
Yeah.
broke.
What about who's the guy
I like
from Kansas
Saquon.
City? That he used to be a giant.
Used to be a
Talks a
giant.
bunch of shit.
Who?
He had braids.
Oh,
The wide receiver.
the one that's with Kansas City
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
Yeah.
Tony?
Is he even playing? Kadarius?
Yeah, Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, fuck him, dude.
Did you like when he failed?
Yeah.
Dropping passes
Douche.
and all that kind of stuff.
They barely played him, too. He got like 2 plays a game.
You're one of those guys. I love it.
Fuck out of here, bro. Talking all that shit, and then you can't back it up.
Oh my god. Well, that's our quick ass draft recap.
Yeah, for sure. We'll have to dive deeper later when getting closer to football season for
No,
fantasy.
we need Hovey here.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. We got to get pumped up for fantasy, dude.
Hovey is a 49ers fan, and he should be giving his little spin on things. We also have a Dolphins fan in our little group who should be talking too. He knows a ton.
Garage is closed.
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding.
Garage is closed.
I welcome all football fans.
Yeah, if they talk non-nonsense football.
I like firing
Please
people
come.
because I say random shit. They're
Oh.
like, that's not even true. I'm like,
Mase was talking about concussions the other day and fired people up.
yeah.
You don't remember?
Oh, yeah.
We're sitting
Which, by
around.
the way, I sent you that
I know.
Wikipedia where it's true. So, whatever. I'm not even going to go deep into it.
Yeah, concussions. CTE, we were talking about it.
Opinions on.
Opinions on. I'm Junior,
I'm Mase.
and we'll catch you soon. I hope.
Later.
Love you.
Thanks for listening to Opinions On with Mase and Junior. Hit that subscribe so you don't miss out.